Okay, guys, 30 seconds is up. Let's get the tea and let's get juicy. I have a special guest, and her name goes by Sasha. Let's welcome her up to the stage.
Hi.
Hi, my love. Hey, Sasha.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. Yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good.
That's great. That's great. So, Sasha, let's start off by saying this. You have a lot of support in the comments. A lot of people is Team Sasha. Either if you're wrong or right, a lot of people are rooting for you. How does that make you feel, Sasha?
That makes me feel really good.
That makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Okay, so first and foremost, I don't believe I ever got you on any of my lives. So this is probably one of the first lives that I probably have gotten you on, which
Mhm.
I'm really excited because I'm honestly talking to Sasha. Now a lot of situations we haven't heard from where you actually came from, and we haven't heard really your story on live. We have seen clips and bits of you honestly expressing your feelings, but tonight, Sasha, I want to understand where you are coming from so far as the allegations, so far as Mont calling you crazy, so far as Jano playing with your friendship with you and him, so far even the rumors with you and Ida still having a problem, even better yet, even with you and Sasha. You and Ricky.
Mhm.
So first and foremost, what topic would you want to start from? Because there's a lot of topics.
Um, I feel like I should start with Mont.
Got you. Tell us the story with you and Mont, because a lot of people have thought that you and him dated, but in all actuality, y'all were just friends.
Mhm.
Clear the air. Let's hear.
So initially, when Mont came over here, he was supposed to be coming over here because he was coming over. Like him and Jane were supposed to be together. Like it wasn't supposed to be Mont and Sasha alone. That wasn't what it was supposed to be.
Mhm.
But that's what it ended up becoming because of the circumstances. And it was like, I was a little uneasy at first, but then I got comfortable and then like, it seemed genuine and he was telling me how much he was genuine and things like that. So we were cool, and then like in all honesty, Maj, my subconscious told me that there was something wrong before I actually found out anything.
Mhm.
So when I felt that way, I was like, okay, he has to leave. So when I felt the way that I felt, I tried to find like excuses to keep him out of the house when he was gone. Like he would be
Mhm.
like, "Oh, I'm gonna come back later," and I would be like, "Well, can you come back tomorrow, or can you come back like later or something?" Like I kept trying to keep him out of the house because I didn't want him here.
Mhm.
So then he, eventually came over again. He said he was coming over just to get clothes and stuff, and he was like, "Do you want me to take all my clothes and stuff when I leave?" And I sent him the 100 emoji because we were texting. He texted that to me. And when he was, here, he was getting his clothes together. And, I was really calm at first, but then I was starting to get angry. I was starting to get angry because, I asked him to leave my house and it took over an hour for him to actually leave. Personally, I found that very disrespectful because, this is my house. This is where,
Right. And if you want
I'm,
somebody to leave, they should
yeah,
be able to leave in the
yeah.
moment.
If I want you to leave, you need to be gone as soon as I tell you to leave. Like
Okay.
it shouldn't be a whole, and then it ended up turning into a back and forth yelling match. I was locked in my bedroom, he was in the living room, and while we were going back and forth, he got on the phone and he called someone and I heard him from the other side of the door and he was like, "Bro, she's tweaking. She's blah 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 blah." Like, of course I'm tweaking. I've been telling you to get out for over an hour and you won't leave. And it's just me and you here. It's not like there's other people. It's just me and you. So of course I'm gonna get upset because I'm like, why are you still here? I've been telling you to leave for over an hour. So of course I'm gonna be angry. I'm gonna yell at you. I'm gonna curse at you. I'm gonna be mad because I want you to get out my house. Like it's that simple. So he finally left or whatever, and then there was like a lot of he came up with whatever story would fit him, whatever would float his boat, even though he knew what was happening.
So,
Like
okay, first and foremost, let me stop you right there. What made you want him out of your house?
okay. So I wanted him out because I did not feel comfortable.
And what made you not feel comfortable? Give us descriptions on what made you feel uncomfortable.
Okay. For instance, and I don't know if anyone, like, I'm pretty sure someone somewhere, screen recorded it or something. But so for, there was one instance where the two of us, we went to Ainsley's house. And when we were at Ainsley's house, everything was like, cool. And we got on live together. And then, we were like chilling, listening to music, and he got too touchy.
Mm.
And I didn't like
Now
it.
he claimed that he never wanted you though, and that y'all never were like official. But do you feel as though he was trying to put himself onto you so far as like to be taking Jano's spot, or you get what I'm saying? Like, Do you think that he wanted you?
Yes.
Okay, now
Or I won't say wanted. I won't say wanted. I'll say I don't know the word for it, but it's not wanted. It's something else. I don't know what the word for it is, but I'm not gonna use that one.
do you think that maybe he just wanted to have sexual intercourse with you?
No, it was just really weird.
Like he was just he thought you was just the easy type of girl.
Right. That's the vibe that I was picking up. That's the
Yeah,
vibe I was picking.
okay. So
Yes.
he thought that that you were an easy type of girl, and you basically wiped him off, and you allowed him to know that this is not that. You got to go.
Yes.
Okay. Now, so far as you meeting Mont for the first time, and he stayed at your house and stuff like that. Rate Mont character from a 1 to 10 scale on how he is in your definition. Like, basically, what I'm trying to say is rate his character so that others can maybe like get an understanding of how he acts.
I don't know how to rate it, like, because I didn't really,
Get
when
to
I
really
think,
know him.
yeah. So it was like when I met him, I was a little uneasy, and then I got like, I was starting to get comfortable because, I thought that he really was my friend. I thought it was a genuine friendship, and then it just, I don't know. And then the fact that, he's going back and he's telling people all these things. But let's backtrack to the whole Linux situation. Because at first I couldn't remember what, when I spoke to you.
Mm,
I couldn't remember at the time. But okay. So we were at Linux Square,
mhm.
and it just seemed like throughout the day, every little thing that I did was a problem. It seemed like everything that I did or said, he had to have some kind of feedback for it. And I don't like stuff like that.
Mm.
But I was ignoring him. I was like, pushing it to the back of my head, like, it's not that serious, not that serious. And then I finally snapped. I was like, am I annoying you? Like, you've been nagging me all day.
Okay.
And when I said that,
Well,
like,
wait, pause. So what you're basically saying is that Mont was nitpicking with you, it felt as though.
yes.
And the reason why he was nitpicking with you was because the situation with me and you, and he was basically trying to tell you that, maybe you were in the wrong. Like, was he basically saying that you were in the wrong, or you just need to chill? How was he
So
nitpicking with you?
So what happened that triggered that was, okay, I was on my phone, right? And he was standing like by me.
Mm,
And I was on Instagram, and I always go through the app. So I went to my message request and I saw something that was like alarming. So I was just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna block you. So I blocked the person. I went on about my business. But he kept talking about it for like 10 minutes straight. He was like, why you block her or something like that. I was like, that's what I always do. I just block them. He was like, but she's still, she's still gonna watch your stuff. She's still gonna like your stuff. I'm not understanding that. Like, if you can't handle the heat on the internet, maybe you need to get the fuck off the internet. I was like,
oh,
because I blocked somebody? Is that
oh,
serious? Because I blocked somebody?
mm,
So after that, like, he was just blowing up, and I was looking at him so confused. Like, what is your problem? Like, why are you are blowing this out of proportion? It's not that serious. I was just like, okay, I'm sorry. And he was like, well, if I walk up to somebody right now and shoot him in the face, then I say sorry. Is that gonna fix it? Like, he was just being so over dramatic, and I couldn't understand what the problem was. I was like, you know what? Okay. So it ended up going away, whatever. It was cool. That same night was the night that we went to Ansley's house.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That night was the same night we went to house. And then um where Jano comes in at is when Mont was over here and he wouldn't leave. I did text Jano and I did tell him. And we started, we were texting back and forth.